I know last lecture was kind of confusing, but trust me, once we start using each function we copy and paste from ready code, I'm going to explain you this what this function does. So bear with me and you will understand everything once we get there. So let's get back to our welcome view here, and we're going to start from login button pressed. So first we dismiss our keyboard because we don't want to see it anymore. And the next thing we are going to do is, this is how actually our login or register view will work. So if our user has inputted email and password, we are going to enable our login button so we can log in the user with email and password. Or if we are clicking on the register button, it means the user is registering, so he has to put email, password and repeat password. So for our login button pressed, we have to check if the user has inputted an email and password. In order to do this, I'm going to say if email text field dot text is not equals to empty string and password text field dot text is not equals to empty string, it means our user has put it something in our email and password field, so we are good to go here. Else, which will fire in case one of these text fields is empty, we want to notify the user that these fields are compulsory. So in order to do this, we are going to use progress AGT. So I'm going to say import progress AGT here, so we can use this. And here say progress AGT.show, and we're going to show an error, and the message of our error is going to be email and password is missing. Okay, so this will be displayed to our user. If, however, our user has inputted an email and password, we want to log in our user. So I'm going to create a function for this, login user. All right, and here I'm going to call my function. So if everything is good, we are going to call the login user, and this will happen in our login user function. Then same thing we are going to do for the register button pressed after the keyboard is dismissed, but this time we are going to check all three fields here, because for register we need also the repeat password. So if I copy this if-else statement, first of all I want to remove the login user from here, and apart from these two text fields we are going to put another AND argument here, and we say repeat password text field dot text is not equals empty string. So all our three text fields should have something in them. Else we are going to say all fields are required. Okay, so this will be our error message if the user doesn't put everything there. And again, let's create another function here. And this is going to be a register user function. And I'm going to call this here. Let's put the print statement here. Logging in and register. So let's run our application and see if our foolproof is working here. Alright, so I'm going to click a login button and it says email and password is missing. Okay, if I click register button, it says all text fields are required. So let's say I put some dummy text here and some dummy text here. If I click on, let's see what's the error here. If I click on the login button, so if I delete it here, everything, and if I click on login, now it says login, and if I click on register, it says register, so our functionality is working fine.